What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Friday with a nice 11-game slate here tonight. I got 6 of my favorite plays on the slate, my money 6. We had an extremely good night last night. Kevin Durant went absolutely off. Sabonis had a great night. Fox was pretty solid. Marvin Bagley was going off. He actually got hurt in the fourth quarter. It could have been even a bigger night from him. Gilgeous Alexander had a really solid night. Even Darren Collison was pretty good, even though he couldn't hit a shot in the first half. He still got it going a little bit more in the second half. So all in all, it was a really good night with the money 6, top to bottom, a lot of value. So let's see if we can keep it going again here tonight. Drop a like if you ran out any of those guys yesterday, and if you're ready to win some money here again tonight. So let's get into it. I'm going to go with Andre Drummond first off against the Chicago Bulls. A really good matchup. They struggle a lot against centers, and they're allowing the most offensive rebounds to just in the rebounding category. If you look at their rank, they're 30th in the league and allowing offensive rebounds. So that's where Andre Drummond makes his money, is on the offensive glass. So I could see him getting a big double-double in this game. He has a huge upside. Like we saw against Houston, he went for 66 the other night. I went for 50 against Phoenix, and at 9,400, if he just gets us around 50 DraftKings points, he can return some solid value. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. Then I'm going to go with Ben Simmons. He hasn't had one of those big games recently where he's just filling it up in multiple categories, but I feel like this is one of those games where he can get it done against the Wizards. It's going to be a very fast-paced game, and if it stays close, I think Simmons can just have a huge night because the Wizards, without Dwight Howard, they're starting Thomas Bryant, who's only getting around 10-15 minutes. So they're going with Markieff Morris as their 5. So their rim protection is really suspect. So guys like Embiid and Ben Simmons, guys that are very active around the glass and just these layups and stuff like that, I think Simmons can really have a very efficient night. And if he can just get some solid rebound totals and assists, I think he can definitely do that. Like I said, with the high scoring, up-tempo game, which is very suitable to Simmons' game. And I think he can fill it up and get around 45 to 50 DraftKings points in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. I'm going to go with Devin Booker here. He's been due for another guy that seems due for a huge night. Going against the Orlando Magic, their defense is not anything special. They allow a good high mark to three-point shooters, 36.6%. We saw Damian Lillard absolutely catch fire against them the other night. And he's kind of a similar player to Devin Booker, a guy when he gets on and his three-point shot is dropping, he's a tough guy to stop. So I can see Devin Booker having a huge night here. His usage rate has been very good. His assist totals have been up this year. So if he can just score at will in this game and then he gets those assist numbers as well, he can get us around 45 to 50 DraftKings points in this one. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. I'm going to go with Marcus Morris here. With the news of Jaylen Brown being out tonight and also Al Horford being out. So someone has to step up. I think Marcus Morris could be one of those guys in this matchup going against Cleveland. They kind of have a weird lineup, the Cavs. They got Larry Nance playing the power forward, which is a little bit different for today's NBA. So Morris, a guy that's a little bit more quick and stuff like that, he could drive around him maybe with that quickness, that first step on him, and also be able to hit some threes and stuff like that with him maybe taking some shots away that Jaylen Brown and a guy like Al Horford would have had in those pick and roll kind of situations. So at 5,400 here, he's coming off a solid night. Another guy that has really good upside, like we saw 40 against the Knicks, 39 against the Pelicans, and with the extra kind of run he's going to be getting and the extra opportunities, I think he can get us some solid value and get us over 30 DraftKings points in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in. And I want to go with Timmy Frazier here. Timmy Frazier absolutely balled out against his former team last time against the Wizards. He got a really healthy amount of minutes as well with 37 minutes. I didn't expect that. I was kind of expecting a good night against his former team, but not 42 DraftKings points. So if he can just do maybe a little bit more than half of that here in this matchup at the price of 4,200, and with him likely drawing the start, and also the backup point guard Frank Jackson, or one of the backups, he's doubtful for today's game. So Frazier could get around maybe 30 minutes again in this game, and kind of operating in that Elfrid Payton role where he's getting a decent amount of points, but he's getting a good amount of assists just because how many passes to guys like Anthony Davis and Mirotic are kind of just quick pull up and pop and stuff like that. It really sets him up for a good assist opportunities. So I think he could have another nice game here with just how fast the pace of this game might be, high scoring, and then how involved he might be with those assist totals. So I could see him having a maybe like a 10-point, 8-assist kind of game, hopefully again here. And at 4,200, really solid price tag. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. And for my final guy, Aron Baynes. I mean, he's bare minimum salary almost at 3,200. And he's going to be drawing the start with no Al Horford. So if he can just do a little bit more, like he's already been pretty damn solid. If you look at his stats of the year, in 14.4 minutes, he's averaging almost 15 drafting points per game, 5.8 points per game, and 4.4 rebounds. So in this matchup against the Cavs, if he gets closer to probably around like 25 minutes, I would say, with the start here, then he can just get around like 20 drafting points or maybe even more. Like we saw against the Hawks when Al Horford was out, the guy went ballistic, got 34 drafting points, 16, 9, and 4. And just with the opportunities there, because Kyrie Irving, with him in the starting lineup, Kyrie Irving does prefer to use that pick and roll a lot, like with Al Horford. So Baynes will be running that pick and roll, which gives him some good opportunities for some scores or even some assists as well if they like give him the ball. And then he kind of is that facilitator that Al Horford is in the offense. So, and also he's a really good rebounder when he is on the court and gets that extra run. So at 3,200, doesn't need to do that much, but he definitely has the ability to do a lot at this price tag. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. Still got a good amount of money left over. 5,500. You got Benny Simmons, Devin Booker, Marcus Morris. Make sure it's Marcus Morris, not Markieff. But maybe if Markieff goes off, then maybe I'll say I recommended Markieff, not Marcus. But Andre Drummond, Tim Frazier, and Aron Baynes. So that is it, though, for the Money 6. You got your plays for the 11-game slate. I wish you guys the best of luck. Slap a like if you got anything out of value. You can comment any questions you have down below in the video. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already to continue to get these plays every single day. You don't want to miss out. You can hit the bell icon and get alerted every time I upload. And definitely follow me on Twitter at MoneyWebby for any updates on these plays or if anything changes. Like one thing I really would like to see how it goes is Aaron Gordon. He's questionable. The coach kind of made it seem like he's not going to play. I'm obviously not going to recommend someone if the other people if he does play though. But Jonathan Isaac at 4,400 is interesting. If Aaron Gordon is out, he got 30 minutes last game, 28 drafting points in a solid matchup against Phoenix. So that's someone definitely to target. And also maybe Vucevic if you want to pivot off Drummond at 8,900. It does have some solid upside if Aaron Gordon is out in a good matchup. But that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And good luck here on this slate. Hope you win some money. We'll see you back here again next time.